All right, guys. So today we finished the transmission service. Thank God that's done. The video probably won't be up before this. It might be up before this, but we ended up changing the transmission fluid 6 times and replacing the transmission filter because it had a Chinese filter in it. Replaced it with the ZF filter. While we're up on the lift here, look at the mess going on here. Had a little spillage when I took the pan off, but we threw some sawdust on it. She's all dried up, ready to be swept and vacuumed. But before I vacuum it up, we're gonna go ahead and do the oil change. So here we are. It's actually a pretty easy oil change to do compared to a lot of this stuff. Oil filter's right here. We'll easily get that off with our oil filter pliers. We got legit man filter in. We'll be changing this with Mobil 1 10W40, not 0W40. If you use 0W40 like they recommend, that's how you get the old bore scoring and piston slap and all that kind of crap. A lot of guys use 540. You can use 540, but you need something besides 0 in front of it, right? So here, this car is garage kept. We'll go with 1040, a little extra protection. It should serve it very well. Also work very well with the oil separator and all that kind of stuff. And it'll definitely well lubricate the engine. Okay, so finally found these bad boys. Got some of our mess cleaned up here. We're gonna go in here. Maybe we'll break it loose. We're gonna raise this up a little bit because we don't want it over the floor. I go in here and grab like this. Here we'll turn to the left. Wasn't very damn tight. I mean, it's not supposed to be very tight, but it was not tight at all. Pull that up there, center her up. And there's like this whole place is swimming in transmission fluid. This thing takes what, about 8 quarts? I'll put a link in the description for these pliers and a link in there. We'll have to have some kind of scan tool to reset the oil light. I'll put a link in there for what I have. I can find something cheaper that does the same thing. I'll put that in there. I think the one I have is fairly spendy. The trick is open your eyes really wide before you take it off. Maybe you'll go right in your eyeball. As I keep my finger under it as I'm screwing it off so you don't take a dive. And straight away, some of that run off, and we're gonna look inside there. And is there any oil shavings in there? That's cute. That's even cuter yet. It's nasty. Oil shavings. No, I mean, it looks totally clean. Not one shaving in the least bit. I'm going to pull this filter and see what brand it is. I can tell by looking at it. I don't believe that's a man filter because it looks white, not yellow, right? Probably going to be the old AutoZone Special. Well, made in Austria. What is that, a Miley? However you say it. It says OX 12814 on it. It's some arrangement of legit oil filter at any rate, so that's good. All right, so we get our man filter out. We got to take the valve out of the center here. You can tell right away, I mean, it fits really tight in this one. which is a good thing. And then let's toss that to the side. Let's get this out here. I have to get stuff on our brand new workbenches. Get a little screwdriver or a pick or anything. So go in here and just hook that, pull that out. Goes in our trash bucket. Here's our new one. The oil ring's a lot thicker than the old one. I think the other one's a Miley brand, the way it seemed. It said made in Austria, but didn't have a name brand, so that sniffs of Chinese, boys. It really does. And then we need just a smidge of old oil or new oil, doesn't matter. I'll wipe a little bit on that. I'll stick that. I think that's how that went like that. It's like a lot better fit. A lot better. You look up in there and make sure everything looks okay. Everything looks good. It looks clean. So, you know, I don't know. They could put it like that, but since we're on here, let's do this. A little bit of that. Oil rings all lubed up, ready to go. It's snug. We'll take our tool. Just snug it up. I mean, you don't go stupid with it. There's that. We're gonna shift our little cart down here a smidge. Look at our thing's almost full. She's right there. And let's get, what is that, Allen number 8. I think we still got one out over here. We're doing the transmission. See, I guess I'm glad this thing has a screen in the bottom, so it doesn't fall all the way down in the container, which that's pretty good. Put this back up here. Oil is pretty clear. I hope this thing holds 8 quarts. Look at it. There, you nasty thing. Oh my God. So it happened up there and just barely touched that stream. It just shot over the headers onto the floor. I think it's all the way to the top. That is it. That's the last drain we could do in it. So we'll let her drain out real good. We're gonna throw some stuff on there. We'll be back here in a minute. Okay. Now you can replace this to your desire. I found out I have a whole big ass box of copper ones. This one's really good shape, and this is aluminum. So we're gonna put it back on. It was not leaking at all. We're still peeing out just a little bit. We'll let it go a little longer. We usually have more plastic around here, but now we don't. We got a little plastic there just in case we get a little drippity. Even though this has like a trough in here in case you drip it, and it has also a rubber trough in here. But if we could drip it on that and not have to wipe it all out, it's probably a lot better situation. I'll get both these over here. These are 5-quart jugs. We need essentially 8 quarts on the dot. 7.75 liters. Okay. Up in the back here, so 5 quarts. So we're gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna pour down to this line right here, essentially. There it is, we're on the line. So let's go and put this back on here. We'll say this, we have to add into it later, but I don't think that's gonna be the situation whatsoever. There we go. Just like it never happened, right? Just like it never happened. All right, let's see if the old Altel 808's gonna do here. Service, oil reset, European, whoop, my bad. There we are. Boxster Cayman 987. Let's just see. It doesn't pass no fault escape. Let's see if this will do it. Reset service interval. There we go. Reset service interval function can be found in both special function, control unit replacement menu. Please make your selection. Yes. It only has 07, 08, and 09. This is 06. Click 07. Miles. Mileage. Yes. Complex, huh? Everything went off on the dash. Service symbol written. Okay. Used to be a few DCs after its function. Erase on the manual by select erase fault memory. Yes. Let's just hit erase codes. Empty fault memory cannot be. Okay, so it's empty. That's it, my friends.